yeah, I don't see everything, but yeah.
This is my first time. I've never been to anything art.
Are you really?
No.
Okay, cool. No, it's like the best thing.
One of the things that us in general stop us to appreciate art or to go is because you also feel intimidated behind a piece. Like if I came here alone and
I wouldn't even have walked out in the door.
There and I probably I would not even ask you because I don't want to feel stupid at the same time. With this experience, actually, the collaboration of Convergence, I realized and I learned that actually you don't have to know.
Especially having someone there to explain it.
Yeah.
Walking around, I'd be lost. But having someone to explain and connect the dots, that was kind of huge for me.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, do you feel like that was just like someone standing in front of you for an hour talking at you, I'm genuinely interested.
To me, it feels a bit, there's a large parallel between the scientist and the artist. I'm outside of both, but I've been done science and everything. But to see it, you're basically both doing the same thing. It's a process, basically. It's a process of going over and over, and you get somewhere through the process of doing things, which is interesting. The parallel is perfect, almost. Yeah.
Similar, like for science, there's a method, right? You don't do something, and there's a process to that end product, and you have to say, okay, you're doing it for a reason. Similarly, art is very much similar, right?
We are scared not to have a good interpretation, and because I know in science we want to answer a question, at the end we have to interpret, but it's the nature tells us what's the solution. Just because if I'm scared to have the wrong interpretation, but I don't think that's the case here. Even if I have the wrong interpretation, what's nice to be here with you is just to discuss it.
Yeah.
And to discuss about, oh, you have this interpretation about that, but maybe I will have a different one, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You definitely get more respect for the time put into building something. Sometimes you look at something and you say, oh, that person just threw those together, or they put letters on a piece of paper, but you realize there's actually a method to it. And you need to kind of appreciate that method before you can just look at something. You have to read about it, and then look at it, and then look at the context and understand why it's there.
Here's, to me, it's very refreshing actually here, because you get to see your work, see how the process that you go behind. It's like actually more like an open lab. Right? We came, we see the playlist, we see how you work, and then we see examples of actually something that we're really looking for in the Convergence initiative that bring science, neuroscience, and art together. So here's the perfect example.
She works with NASA, but at the same time she's questioning why are they approaching the moon the way they're approaching it, right? So it's not about being disrespectful, it's about questioning.
And art isn't just aesthetics. I mean, art is also, especially art that makes a connection to science, contextualizes science.
Yes.
So where scientists, their job is to ask questions, as artists we ask the question why, you know? So you can take a critical stance, and the way you express it is with an aesthetic medium. That's, you know, my method of creation, of expressing myself as I make an artwork. But a scientist then would write a research paper, right? So the outcomes are different, but I think the starting point is often the same, and we're just taking a slight left turn and, you know, asking why.